Good. This is Impact Baldwin. It's your girl Jay, and welcome to the podcast. Today on the podcast, we have no one other than Bentley the God from Baldwin, Louisiana. He's a recording artist. He's a songwriter, producer. My guy's a comedian. Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Once we always start our podcast, we always have to say Justice Charles, Quan Charles. Quan Charles, as everybody know, Quan Charles was a victim of violence in our community, and justice has not been served. So yeah, as we always start, justice for Quan Charles.
Justice Quan Charles. Yeah.
Bet. So let's get into the podcast, man. Today, as I said earlier, thank you for being here. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. This is take two for us. So, yeah, let's get into it. First and foremost, we're going to talk about you, Bentley the guy. We're going to talk about your career. We're going to get personal. We're going to talk a couple things about your community. We're going to talk about your EPs. We're going to listen to a couple of your songs, just to give us a little timeline of where we'll be at. We won't hold you long, but we definitely going to get down and dirty to a lot of stuff. So, as I always start, I have to ask you, who is Bentley the God? Tell me a little bit about this.
BentleyThaGod is an artist, creative genius, a father, hard worker, entrepreneur, a grinder. That's me.
Definitely. Tell us a little bit about where you're from, your early life, things like that. What inspires you?
Baldwin, Louisiana, St. Mary Parish, Boogieville, we call it. Um, you know, my area inspired me to just do what we do, coming from nothing and just wanting to have something, and just sitting around, being creative. When you don't have nothing to do too much, you become creative.
Definitely, definitely. I always want to ask you, where did you get your name, Billy the God? Like, what's the inspiration behind that name?
Inspiration come from this, as you can see, this faded tat. I got it because my favorite car was a Bentley, and I tatted it on my wrist for inspiration, and people started calling me Bentley the God. And the God, the God part of it just comes from, we are where we come from. We all come from God, so that's where I get it from.
Definitely spiritual, very spiritual. You feel me? Okay. Let's get into your career. Let's talk about your music. Anything up and coming that's coming up that we should look forward to? What's good with that?
Well, I got a EP on my drop called Lukey's Son. That was my dad. Lukey was my dad, and I'm like I'm different from everybody. Everybody's different, in the family, but I'm just different. I'm the only one that do what I do, and he really was the first one to kind of push me to do music, like as far as investing in me or whatever like that. Brought my first microphone, whatever I needed, as far as recording in the boom box, whatever.
Definitely, man. As I think about it, I think about us recording in the
Yeah,
little radio. You remember the radio?
we used to
And had the tape.
freestyle in the Family Dollar radio.
Yes, definitely with
Uh-huh.
microphone. When you said that, definitely was first to buy your microphone. We used to have the little boom box. We had the tape. We would press record, play and record at the same time, and you be rapping in what you call them all in the backyard playing basketball, beating on the trash can and shit like that. So definitely
Freestyling.
freestyling. Definitely know where you came from and how far you have come. And I actually watch your process. So definitely it's very good to see that. Very to see you on top at the moment. Feel me?
Yes, ma'am.
So definitely, let's talk about some short-term goals for your career. Tell us a little what short-term things you have right now in the making.
Short term right now, like I said, I'm gonna have the EPs. Everything that I'm doing, short term is gonna become a long term, success for me. I'm just gonna hit them hard with everything. A lot of music this year, a lot of videos, marketing myself, showing every part every part of me, the comedic side, the creative side. I'm gonna go hard this year.
Definitely, let's talk about your comedic side, man.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody didn't know, you are funny as fuck. Fuck. Let's talk about that. I always say about the church hat, Miss Carol's church hat you had.
Right.
The you remind me of Reverend Otis when you do that little what you call him with the glasses.
Right.
Talk about that, like
Hey, you, I had to pull from everywhere. I had to pull from my mom, catching the Holy Ghost. I had to pull from Reverend Otis. I had to pull, from everywhere. With the Corona, when the Corona hit, I started doing these videos, just just for funny, just to make people laugh. And my girlfriend, she's a minister, so she took a liking to it, and I started letting her put it out on her page or whatever. I sent it to her as a joke, and then people just started liking it, so I had to keep doing it.
Definitely, man. It is hella funny. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. And and it's not that bad funny. It's something that uplifts you while you're watching it. You can have a
Right.
bad and just watch that, and you could definitely just laugh and have a good time, man. Like I
And
said,
I always try to give a message with it. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, definitely, and that's what I wanted to say. It's definitely a message within the comedy, and a lot of people don't have that. They're just saying stuff just to say stuff, and definitely you can see the what's the word I'm trying to find, the content behind,
Yeah,
passion,
yeah.
inspiration behind your comedy. So definitely, definitely. Okay. Thank you for saying a little bit about yourself. Well, let's get into your music. We call this music time. So the
Yeah.
first song that we're gonna get into is "Not Like Me," is your recent single.
Right.
So we're gonna listen to that. You're gonna give your inspiration behind "Don't Like Me."
Okay.
How long it took you to make this song. Might take you a couple of minutes in the boot to make this. You feel me? So definitely, let's get into it and let's talk about
What's his name?
As Niggas don't like me. It's the God. Cause these niggas not like me. That's Lucas' son. Like that Sexy ass YT. Bitch, I been. Yeah. Can't tell you why these niggas don't like me. I know why. Cause these niggas not like me. Maybe it's my style or these sexy ass YT. Play games, we gon' put them on a YT. Can't tell you why these niggas don't like me. I know why. Cause these niggas not like me. Maybe it's my style or these sexy ass YT. Play games, we gon' put them on a YT. I'm a god nigga, watch how I do church swag make you say hallelujah. Rock waller in the bed, you a pooter. Coochie bubble gum gum, I'm a chewer. Get on top and she ride it like a scooter. Hate all in their handshakes, they faker. All smiles, but I know that shit faker. I'm ballin', ballin', ballin' like a Laker. Can't tell you why these niggas don't like me. I know why, cause these niggas not like me. Maybe it's my style or these sexy ass YT. Play games, we gon' put them on a YT. Can't tell you why these niggas don't like me. I know why, cause these niggas not like me. Maybe it's my style or these sexy ass YT. Play games, we gon' put them on a YT.
Alright, so tell me a little bit about "Like Me." Not like
Uh,
me. Not like me.
yeah. Not like me is just when when you what you call like the unicorn in the building. People don't understand you, and you could be nice to people. You can show love. You can whatever, but you always gonna have the person somebody gonna not like you. A lot of people won't, especially when you're the unicorn in the building. But the song came about, just from a lady compliment me in Walmart and compliment me how I dress and how I carry myself. And you had some guys on the, on the other side of the clothes rack just looking funny, and I caught them. And that's where the song came from.
Definitely, man. Don't you hate that? Yeah, you
Yeah,
be in your own world, doing your own thing, got your own swag, and somebody just dislike you because you carry yourself a certain way. Um,
right, right.
definitely, definitely can relate to that. I was talking about that a couple of times. I was like, I think people really do misunderstand me by the way that I carry myself. They look
Right.
at me like, overly confident, cocky, and stuff like that. But I mean, if I don't believe in myself and I don't feel like I look good in whatever I wear, then I'm
Right.
not being true to my true self. So I definitely understand what you're saying. Definitely not like, yeah, like we're all built differently. So
Right. Right.
that one of the seven deadly sins of envy.
Right.
Definitely envy and have, because it can not just be your attire. It definitely could be your persona. It could be your aura. It could be bit
It could
everything
be
about
it could just be what's on you. What God
you.
bless you with. You can't.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. It could just be the radiant of life that's beaming off you, and it's just like I don't like her because she's just happy about life all the time. Damn, I don't want to be,
Right. Right.
you know, fucking upset all the damn time. So definitely understand what you're saying. We're gonna listen to your new single called "Upset." Go ahead and tell me something about "Upset" right now before we even play it. Some
Um,
details.
Upset just came from uh, a lot of things be going on that people don't know about. You have a lot of Facebook shade be thrown, and You know what I'm saying? And people don't really know. All of us, like we grew up around each other. We got that other side of us where we'll come out and, come out of retirement. The song is basically just letting people know, or letting certain individuals know, don't bring me out there.
Right.
You have a problem. And that's what it is.
I bet. So let's get into.
Leave so wet, don't you do it to yourself, make me upset. I am so nice, motherfucker, man. Spooky sauce, put you to a cold face. I'ma spray your shirt, leave it wet. Ooh, I'ma make your shirt feel wet. Baby, go, one thing, spooky sauce. Young Dizzle. Don't you go and make me upset. Slide by your mama house, leave your shirt wet. Then I jump out the runner, then I slide in the vet. Fly it out of Lafayette, fly like a jet. Don't you go and make me upset. Slide by your mama house, leave your shirt wet. Then I jump out the runner, then I slide in the vet. Fly it out of Lafayette, fly like a jet. I'm not a street shooter, bitch, I'm Lucas' son. 38 revolver, 12 gauge shotgun. Challenger with no tags, got them hot ones. Hit them in the stomach, twist and turn and make them fight one. Bodies, yeah, he got one. 40 spit on niggas, this a thigh gun. Walk him down the block like a puppy. Buckshot his face, leave freckles, make it ugly. He hate my guts, but his churn, mama love me. I'ma make your feet touch your back, lay him flat, and come back, make it splat. Lamp splat, always on smoke, barbecue pit, chestnut checkers, I'ma leave him on his dick. Don't you go and make me upset. Slide by your mama house, leave your shirt wet. Then I jump out the runner, then I slide in the vet. Fly it out of Lafayette, fly like a jet. Don't you go and make me upset. Slide by your mama house, leave your shirt wet. Then I jump out the runner, then I slide in the vet. Fly it out of Lafayette, fly like a jet.
All right, I like that. I definitely see the inspiration behind it. Definitely like that, man. You heard it first on Impact Baldwin. That's gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Go hard, stream it, drop, make it pop. What repost it, follow, everything like that. Because I always say promotion from our own people is the best promotion. I mean, how can you become big if your own people don't help you become big? So definitely like, sure, it's good for real.
Right.
All right, so we definitely gonna go to the last one. These pills. Is this a new single or?
Yeah, pills. Nobody really is supposed to be a video. We keep having delays with the video, but we're gonna get it together. So you're probably gonna be the first to really premiere it. Yeah, pills is basically it's not about drugs. It's just about being high on life. It's a pill of life, and I just went back to a time where where things were easy. When I was with my best friend, just living life and no worries. I just went back to that time. I was able to rewrite it.
Yeah, best. All right, so you heard it first on Impact Baldwin. Let's go, pills.
Yeah, nigga, remember when, me and a nigga Renard Rich used to be in the middle of the dance floor dancing to that shit in high school. Down bad ENT used to come on. That nigga used to clap his hand, get in the middle of the floor, and really be acting retarded like he was on something.
I'm high on life. Tell me how I feel. I pop these pills cause I like these pills. Life is a thrill, baby, tell me how I feel. I pop these pills, alright now. Tell me how I feel. I pop these pills cause I like these pills. Life is a thrill, baby, tell me how I feel. I pop these pills, alright now. Don't I look happy as a bitch? Spend a lot of money on my new outfit. She 30 and she not a do a split. Do that split. She monkey on the stick, yeah, donkey on that dick. Take her go to the corral when she hungry and shit. Riding in a brand new foreign whipping bitch. Looking at the stars while we looking like some stars. My dick looking like a Snickers, that's her favorite after dinner. Tell me how I feel. I pop these pills cause I like these pills. Life is a thrill, baby, tell me how I feel. I pop these pills, alright now. Tell me how I feel. I pop these pills cause I like these pills. Life is a thrill, baby, tell me how I feel. I
side motherfucker might make her my wife. $1 million nigga in your face, yeah. Ain't got it yet, but my check is on the way. I can see myself living out of space. Brand new rave, nigga, brand new rave. Diamond in my mouth, I got a lot to say. 200K, nigga, 200K. Hey. Tell me how I feel. I pop these pills, cause I like these pills. Life is a thrill, baby, tell me how I feel. I pop these pills, alright now. Tell me how I feel. I pop these pills, cause I like these pills. Life is a thrill, baby, tell me how I feel. I pop these pills, alright now.
Oh yeah, I like that. That go hard too.
Yeah,
Real. I've heard you play that a couple of times.
yeah. I played it a few times, but I ain't really, Yeah,
Lit drum.
we gonna push it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that show, especially when you get like into the end of the song and you have that little pop these pills.
yeah,
I like that for sure. I like that. I bet. So we have definitely listened to your music, your new singles. We listened to that was all new songs that you had from there.
yeah.
I like a lot of your songs. I like October Love. I definitely love You. That's
Yeah,
my
it's
shit.
booming. And just to speak on Love You, I watch it like I watch the numbers every day. Like I need to stop. Somebody said, man, you need to stop, just let it do what it do. But I watch the numbers every day. It's jumping every day. Then they tell you where it's getting played at.
Uh-huh.
And the biggest spots is like Dallas, Houston, Baton Rouge, and New York, and I got some up in Virginia. So it's growing.
That's what's up, man. Definitely. I know if it's been played in Dallas, it's me.
Right.
Because that's one of my workout songs. So I definitely,
Yeah. Shout
right.
out.
Definitely. I bet. So let's get a little bit more personal. Let's talk about your brand. Because we know you have a band. You have a clothing line. Let's talk a little bit about the gods.
Mm.
Tell me inspiration behind it. Tell me if we have anything new that's coming out. That
Okay, look. So the guys, like I say, it was started just based off of me putting a team together of rappers, uh, video people, even people that do hair, just trying to put together a big team. And it didn't work like that. I just felt like God removed certain people so it wouldn't fail. And then when I started making the shirts, I made the shirts because I was jumping back into the music heavy with that brand, and the shirts took off. I didn't mean for the shirts to take off; they just took off, and that's just what it was.
all right, definitely did. Can we look for anything that's coming soon? No.
Oh yeah, we about to revamp. I'm just gonna put it out there. I got some merch coming. Also, I have a teeth whitening toothpaste coming. I got to promote that, and of course the music. We're gonna push the music. We're gonna push film.
Definitely music and film. All right. So before we get into anything else into Impact Ball, when we got a little politic time coming in, like I like to call that politics time, and I like to call the Impact Ball time the reason behind the podcast. But before we even get into that, let's talk about some of the people that you listen to from St. Mary Parish because we have to support each other. So shoot me some
Okay.
names of
Yeah,
some
yeah.
artists that you are currently rocking to and up and coming and who have that potential to go big.
I have a dude named Killer McClan. I bump his music. He got a song called "Is Up There." He have a song with a Hollywood baby, a baby the dude, the DJ.
Yeah.
You got that one booming. You got a dude named Billy Cocaine. You got a dude called 1900 Dill, CTN. And you got so many. My little partner T Real. Uh, and who else? You have a lot of handful of people, but that's who I have in rotation heavy right now.
Definitely. You heard no Impact Ball, and that's who we currently listening to. A couple of you have said I have definitely heard some of their singles and some of their songs, and I rock to them as well. And you can see them
Yeah.
coming up on Impact Ball soon. So definitely. right, so let's get into politics time. We're not gonna get too deep into politics.
Mhm.
I heard earlier when you said that during the pandemic you have been putting out a lot of music, doing little things. How has the pandemic, COVID-19, how has it impacted your music, and how did it impact your brand? If it impacted.
It did, but it impacted for the better. Like people not running around as much, so I'm able to promote music. The streams jump up because of this pandemic. People actually got to sit down and spend time with their family to watch what's going on. A lot of people are always on their phones, so it had a positive impact on me as far as like what I do. Honestly, man, a lot of people going through, but man, I can say we blessed. Like money went up. We didn't miss a lick, thank God, and shit, it worked. It worked out for us.
Definitely can relate. I said that to someone the other day that I'm kind of thankful for this because it kind of slowed me down. I always wanted to do a podcast, so I started 2 podcasts, and Impact Ball is really rolling. I have so much video in my vault at this current moment.
Yes.
And definitely money wise and within my career, definitely it can be a good thing and a bad thing, but
Mhm.
definitely money was stacked during the pandemic. So
Yeah. Yes, Lord.
sure, sure. All right. So, as I ask everybody that gets on Impact Baldwin, to you, what does it mean to be black in America at this current time?
To be black in America at this current time, it feels good, but at the same time, you got to stay dangerous. You got to, I advise everybody, if you could own a gun, become a gun owner. Move smart. Not just from the opposite, race, but also with your own people. You got to just stay dangerous at all times. When I say stay dangerous, you got to stay thinking. You got to stay strapped. You got to move a certain type of way. Just being black in America, period. Get to know how to, interact and handle yourself with policemen, stuff like that. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready.
Definitely. I tell people all the time, um, it's your right to bear arms. It's your Second
Mm-hmm.
Amendment, and if you have that luxury, you don't have anything on your record, any convictions or anything, and you can get a license to carry, learn how to
Right,
shoot,
right,
learn how to carry, when you can carry, when you can't carry, how to interact with police officers when you are carrying. Um,
right.
it's our right like it's everybody else's right. They use their right, so why are we not using ours?
You're right. You're right.
Definitely have to protect ourselves in these times that we're in, right? Especially since what happened on the insurrection chapter and how they're
Of course.
definitely feeling about how their leader didn't make president. So yeah, definitely. Okay.
But
So
I love like I love what Donald Trump has done with America. He basically just exposed it for what we already knew it was.
opened
So
it. Racism is not that sneaky racism anymore. It's out in your
it's
face
out
now.
there.
You don't see it. It made them hella comfortable about being themselves, and that's beautiful because you get to see people for who they actually are. Like you don't have to
Yes.
wonder if that person racist or this person talk behind me, by my back, my face. Definitely. The last 4 years have definitely have figured out a lot of people and be like, okay, this is how they truly feel. You know,
Yeah.
and
Stay the
how
people
I
you.
truly feel, and they can feel the same. They can think the same way about me because me, I actually honestly don't care. I mean,
Right.
if you feel like you can say what you have to say, I'm just gonna say how I feel is. So
Believe
bet.
that.
Okay. Um, last question. You have a black daughter. We just
Mm-hmm.
recently elected the first black Asian American woman. Now, as I say all the time,
Mm-hmm.
yes, she's Asian American. If you got black blood in your body, baby, you are black.
You
Um,
black. You black.
Miss
Yeah.
Kamala Harris is our new VP in the United States. How does that feel? And what representation do you feel like that has for your daughter?
Well,
Daughter,
it
because you
feels
have
good.
one daughter, daughters.
Right. 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 Oh, it feels good. And then it gives hopes to young black girls and all over. The same hope that Obama gave us as a black men. It
That's
gives us that same hope to these young black girls out here that they could do whatever. They already know they got it, but that just kind of elevated it.
for sure. I bet that is our political segment. So let's get into impact Baldwin time, most important
Mm-hmm.
time of this podcast. My first question to you about impacting Baldwin. You are a native of Baldwin, Louisiana, but you are a resident of Franklin, Louisiana. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me, how are you impacting both of those communities? this current time? And how can, if you're not impacting them, how do you see yourself impacting them in the future?
I just stay basically, if you don't know, and I can't really speak too much of the street business, but I'm gonna say that I try to lead by example. I try to even make better music to kind of keep them. I don't try to put no negative images out there. That's the best thing that I could do right now. I want to do more, but I would need help, to do more.
Definitely. Can you tell me any of the things that you have done for your community? If it's
Oh
not
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fundraising, giving back, things like that.
Every year, me and my my spiritual mother, Miss Tess, we do a Rip the Runway fashion show where we raise money for the Lydia Cancer Association. They help out with people who have cancer, they pay their bills, they help them out with those type of things. We do that every year, and that's the main thing that I do there. I do whatever I can.
For sure, for sure. I
Mm.
have to ask you this question of anything. You are a native of Baldwin, Louisiana. What does Baldwin mean to you? Mean to your heart? What does it mean
Baldwin, Baldwin means a lot. I'm gonna tell you why. Because without us, and you could probably say too, without us growing up there, we wouldn't be who we are, where we are, and we wouldn't have the mind that we have and the ambition that we have. Baldwin, I just want to see it grow. I want to go back and see it grow, give everybody else hope who's there, the kids that's there, give them something to do. Whether it's sports, theater, we might have the next, you know, might have the next Denzel sitting right there in our town. We just don't know because they don't have an outlet.
Definitely. I definitely feel that. And that goes into my next question that I always ask. If you had $1 million, what would you do to impact your community? You only could spend it in your community. So what would you do with
In
it?
my community. If I had $1 million, well, for one, I'll probably set up like a seminar for young black kids in high school, or if they have plans on opening up a business, we'll probably set up a bunch of small businesses there. Try to basically just the town is in debt, so we'll try to at least put a plan together to get the town out of that debt. Start a small black businesses in that town and just building wealth within the town.
Definitely. I say this all the time. Like, we should focus on black wealth. Black wealth. If I would get $1 million, I would definitely put it back into my community. I would give small, and it wouldn't even be small business loan. I would call it grants, basically, and
Right,
give
right,
it
right,
to
right.
people, businesses, buy property. Like you said, I would build things within our community that we can put jobs back into the community.
Right,
There's no
right.
really but the casino in Baldwin, Louisiana. So
That's it.
definitely would definitely do something real big with that 1 million. And $1 million isn't a lot of money. It's a lot of money to people that have never seen $1 million.
Right,
But
right. We know that could go fast.
yeah, definitely it can go fast. But we definitely can do something with 1 million. Okay. So my last question to you is, being that you were a youth and you grew up in Baldwin, Louisiana, what advice would you give the you now? I think you said, what advice would you give the you now that you would have gave to yourself if you were you?
If I could go back and give the younger me some advice, number one, believe in yourself. Don't get distracted by your surroundings. Use your surroundings to fuel the fire to your dreams, and go out there and just go hard. Don't listen to nobody. Just go hard. Believe in you.
Definitely, definitely. Because if you don't believe in yourself, I mean, you can't expect other people to believe in you. You have to first
Of
believe in
course.
yourself first. Definitely, and definitely choose your crowd wisely. That's what I tell a lot of youth.
You're right.
Choose your
You're right.
crowd wisely. The youth are definitely not like how we were when we grew up. So
Right.
definitely, they're gang
They say they
banging, shooting. They got guns. They do all kind of stuff nowadays.
fighting
We're
over
young.
turf. They don't.
Yeah,
Turf they don't even own. Don't have no no property ownership.
definitely, definitely. Don't even know how to even invest in property. So
Uh,
definitely understand how you say. All right, man, bro. This is your time. Tell us where we can find everything. Tell us whatever you want to have. These last couple of minutes are yours. Go ahead.
all right, cool. So You can follow me on Instagram at BentleyThaGod. I'm on Facebook as Andrews Bowser. That's why I do most of the comedy videos. That's my main thing. Apple Music, BentleyThaGod. Go streaming because we doing numbers on there. I need to push that to a mill. And also, man, just be on the lookout. Follow my DJ also DJ DB. And that's pretty much it. Also, look, follow my girl page too, Minister Shalera Wells. She has a book on Amazon. Go get that. Dried Up Leaves on Amazon, Target, and Walmart. And that's that.
Definitely. I bet. Hey, this is Impact Baldwin. Again, thank you for being present. Thank you for coming on and getting your time on here and sharing a little thing about yourself, about your music, about your career, and getting a little personal, you feel me? And I love how you shouted out your lady, bro. That's a lot of people don't do that. For sure,
She
man.
got it.
Keep it in the family,
Yeah.
Motion. I see you, black man. I see you. Hey, hey, this your girl Jay. This is Impact Baldwin and deuce.